Memphis environmental groups say the fight over air quality is far from over. Advocates from the Memphis Community Against Pollution, Young, Gifted, and Green, and the NAACP gathered this week to challenge a permit that allows xAI to keep running gas turbines around the clock. Now, back in July, the Shelby County Health Department approved that permit, consisting of 15 methane turbines operating 24/7, even after nearly a year of nitrogen oxide and formaldehyde emissions in southwest Memphis. Here is a clip from Memphis Communities Against Pollution Executive Director Keyshawn Pearson, followed by a bit of what the Greater Memphis Chamber's Bobby White responded with this week.
Without a single public meeting with their bordering communities, xAI announced that they were operating at 100% September of 2024, using methane gas burning turbines to power their facility in a microgrid. Since then, xAI has irresponsibly and unlawfully operated up to 33 methane gas turbines and contributed between 1,200 and 2,000 tons of nitrogen oxide into our air. In addition, added approximately 17.1 tons of formaldehyde, a known carcinogen. Only dead bodies are meant to come into contact with that type of chemical.
Existing law and policy allowed for those permits to be granted. The law and policy has not changed since those permits were granted. So I don't see them rescinding a previous action taken. The unintended consequences of getting rid of these gas turbines being used as backup generators, the permits that were granted, it would have a domino effect across the city.
Shelby County Air Pollution Control Board will hear arguments on the appeal on Monday, December 15th at the University of Memphis, which will be tomorrow by the time this episode airs. So, Reverend Whalum, what does the Shelby County Air and Pollution Control Board need to take into account from both sides?
The only reason I know who's on the Air Pollution Control Board is because I looked it up.
Right, me too.
He looked it up. I would say they need to come out in the public. They need to be the ones talking about this. They need to be the ones being interviewed. I don't know why the chamber, why Bobby White is the one out front of. Let's talk to the control board members. Why did you approve this? What are you going to do in the future? They hope nobody asks them about it. I think the solution is to hear from the board itself. Now, they are ultimately answerable to both mayors because they're jointly appointed, right. And they should have some public accountability, and I'm looking forward to that.
That's a good point there.
That's
Susan,
a really good point.
Do these environmental groups stand a chance of winning this appeal?
I doubt it. First of all, the purpose of the Air Pollution Control Board is to grant, deny, or revoke variance applications from the public. And do I really think that this board, this appointed board, has the guts to overrule the health department? Nah, I don't think so. And I'm not very hopeful for them. You know, with the chamber coming out in favor of xAI, I've got to say two things. I don't want xAI in my backyard, and I don't want all those turbines in my backyard. I guess I'm downwind at some point from what's going on this whole city is. But, and the other thing is, you know, the chamber keeps saying, oh, we're going to be the digital delta with all this xAI leadership. I'll believe that we'll be the digital delta when Southern California picks up, moves to Memphis, and brings with it all of its engineers and its IT experts. Then we'll, but so far, we don't even know who in this community is employed there. We know there are subcontractors. We know there are people who are subcontracted to do the wiring and to sweep the floors, empty the garbage. But who's really employed there? We have no idea.
So last point on this, Otis, benefits. You know, a lot of people are talking about how can xAI benefit Memphis with maybe jobs or tax incentives, but what can they do to better their standing with the public?
Well, they have tried to show that they are benefiting. I mean, they pay property taxes, they have contributed money to go back into the communities where they are for infrastructure needs, to help out with the schools. They've done some PR around that. I don't think they've done enough. But I think to both my colleagues' point here about the chamber has been aggressively supporting this project, almost to unprecedented levels. I saw a quote from Beverly Robertson, the former chamber president, saying the chamber in the past hadn't done this level of support. And to have Bobby White out there as the public face when he has not shown in past discussions a lot of empathy for what's going on. Remember that famous quote where he said, we don't defend people, we defend projects. That didn't help with the community very much. And Bobby White's a nice guy. I'm not denigrating him. I'm just saying that people need to listen to the concerns, whether they go against the permit or not. I don't think they will, but they need to listen to concerns.
And I think they would benefit the community if pressure came from the people I'm talking about, the people on the Air Pollution Control Board,
Right.
or either mayor. If they would start being public and challenging xAI, it would force them or smoke them out, I think.
Well, Elon Musk is a hard guy to go
Well,
up
he
against.
has a history of ignoring regulations, ignoring boards, just plowing through them. I mean, and the Chamber of Commerce has just, they've been plowed through.
Yeah.
All right, when we come back, an Arkansas senator's stance on whether the Trump administration committed a war crime. That's on the other side of the break.